1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Let's learn how to count all these 16 notes and 16 rests. Let's get started. Before you learn to count 16 notes, it is important that you understand note duration and basic counting of whole, half, quarter, and eighth notes and rests. If this is something that you are not yet familiar with, I recommend that you pause this video and check the videos in the description below. In music, 16 notes and rests last 1/4 of the beat. 16 note can be written as single or beamed 16 notes. 4 16 notes equal 2 eighth notes, or 1/4 note, which means that 4 16th notes add up to one beat. This is what quarter, eighth, and 16 notes sound like. Did you notice that each note we played sounded twice as fast as the previous one? When counting 16 notes, we write and count 1 E and a, or 2 E and a, or 3 E and a, and so on, depending on which beat in the measure the 16th note is. Note that although we write a plus, we say and when counting. The same goes for 16 rests, but we also need to add parentheses around the counts to show that we are counting the beat but not playing or singing it out loud. When both 16 notes and rests are combined, we need to be careful when counting. In the example below, the counts would look like this. Clapping will sound like this. 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Note that we still count rests, but we don't sing, play, or clap them. Let's now look at a longer rhythmic example with 16 notes. Counting will look like this. 1 E in parentheses and a in parentheses, 2 E and a, 1 in parentheses E, and in parentheses a, 2 and. I'll play it first, then you will clap the rhythm on your own. Don't forget to count out loud while clapping. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 and. Now it's your turn. 1 and 2 and you go. Just like eighth notes, 4 16 notes can be grouped together in many different ways. When grouping the first two 16 notes together, we create an eighth note. Counting will look like this. Note that the 1 and E are underlined to show that the first two 16 notes are grouped together. When playing or singing, don't forget to hold throughout the connected counts. Here is an example. Listen to what it sounds like first, and then you will clap it. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a. It is now your turn. Ready? 1 and 2 E and a. Another way of grouping the 16 notes is to group the last two 16 notes together. They are now replaced with an eighth note. Counting will look like this. Note that the plus and A are underlined to show that the last two 16 notes are grouped together. Here's an example. I will clap it first, then it is your turn. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Are you ready? 1 and 2 E and a. The last way of grouping the 16 notes is to combine the middle two notes, which are again replaced with an eighth note. Counting will look like this. Note that the E and plus are underlined to show that the middle two 16 notes are grouped together. Let's check out the example below. Let's try and clap and count it together this time. Are you ready? 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Let's put it all together now. This example consists of many different combinations of 16 notes and 16th rests. Before you see the counting, pause this video and see if you can do it on your own first. Here it is. Did you do it right? Let's now clap this rhythm in a very slow tempo while counting it out loud. I will count in one measure before we start. Ready? 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 and 2 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Nice work! You can now read many different rhythmic patterns. Here's a little tip for you. When trying to count 16 notes, take a very slow tempo at first so that you can successfully play or sing throughout the whole rhythm. Have fun practicing, and if you have any questions, write them down in the comments below.